job did you say on why?
Mast would like to join Sidonia in celebrating over 275 years of living on Mars. The United Colonies are proud to support the citizens of Sidonia.
Did you now? Fine work. My end of the bargain then, I suppose. He's holed up in the old Red Devil's HQ. Place was sealed up tight after the UC shuttered our unit, but we snuck him in the back entrance through the deep mines. Was also going to warn you about spacers down there. But it sounds like you might have already tossed those drakes. Here, the passkey. And I'll let him know there's someone he owes one hell of a thank you on their way down.
The Red Devils aren't exactly your average bar crowd. You can see it in their eyes. We don't belong here.
I used to keep my suit walks short until I learned you can go to the bathroom in these things.
Lots of bad guys in some of these locations, and I mean all around. How do I get steps there?
Well, this explains why the miners ceased drilling. Someone must have missed this natural cavern on the geological survey. Shame.
I cannot open next logs, not yet. Let us leave it for the now.
Constructing that massive structure in this cavern must have been quite a feat. I suppose it was a bit like building a ship in a bottle.
I have done that before, back in feudal era of Japan. Look at this place. It is magnificent. How is this stay down here though? Just have to experiment more. Already stay down here. Alright.
So you must be the one who got me out of the red with the trade authority. Can't say I don't appreciate it, but I doubt you came all this way just to do me a favor. Now you want to explain to me why you're going around harassing nefarious old men by wiping away their hard-earned debts?
Dr. Walker, I've got a tissue sample I need analyzed. Full workup. I'll just check this one.
Adrian sent you. She's... Did she look okay?
She's alive, but was injured trying to collect this delivery I've got for you.
Sounds like Adrian. Watch that woman lose a digit trying to get a better tissue sample. What? You can reattach a finger, Percy. So what exactly did she have you bring me?
Terramore cells from a world too young to have one.
Adrian said that, huh? If she made you come all the way for this... Let's get inside. I need to see these cells.
I'll take my suit off too.
Gonna ask you to not touch anything. Got some projects in the works down here. I wasn't expecting guests.
That is
Oh,
okay.
and Lou mentioned how you took care of the debt. Can't say I'm thrilled the Trade Authority got their mitts on the research, but I guess that's the price you pay not to live in a cave the rest of your days.
What are you looking at? Nice pipes, yes. Very nice. Now on to the research.
All queued up. Let's gaze into this abyss, shall we? All right, just get those cellular markers tagged. Wait, where are the markers? This can't be right. This sample, it's Londinian. I'll need to get this all in a slate. Adrian really gave you this sample. You're not lying to me? Because if you told me this was a hoax, and it'd be the best damn fake I've ever seen, I'd be mad and very, very relieved.
This sample's not a fake. I collected it from the Terramorph myself.
Can't just humor an old man, huh? This sample, it's got all the indicators of the worst Terramorph attack in human history. I presume you've heard of Londinian.
Sounds familiar.
It was a city wiped completely off the map by Terramorphs.
That
The
sounds like
swarms
maybe
are
a
so
more
bad,
logical
they had to
Midwest.
blow the spaceport and seal the place off from the galaxy at large. Not a lot of samples made it off the world from the time of the attack, but the ones that did, well, they look just like this one. I didn't detect any of the telltale signatures this specimen ever sat on a ship while it was alive, either. I don't think it was transported to Tal Ceti. This specimen, it grew there, faster than any terramorph should. Which means, if we're about to start a new era in human-terramorph relations, where big, sudden Londinian-style attacks can happen outside Londinian, that's not gonna end well for humanity.
No.
It would be the end of us as a species.
So, you lugged this bad omen all the way here. You want to tell me what your plans are for it now?
You hand me my katana, and Yoshikata Shiro will take care of the rest. Orders are to take you and that analysis to Hadrian. She should be waiting at the stacked circle.
The circle, huh? Could use a drink about now. Here, faster if we take the lift to the surface. Not supposed to use it, but given the circumstances, I'm inclined to just ask forgiveness. Let's get going.
Wait. Where is Sarah? Where is Sarah? I don't want to leave Sarah behind. She is my trusty. She is my katana. This isn't the elevator. Let us go back to the steps, so. That is fast travel. There's an insect circle here. Why is it not coming up on the map?
Mars, eh? You always take me to the nicest places.
We've been on Mars the whole time, Sarah. Maybe you should have taken some of your medicine. Why can't it just auto come off? I guess I could favor it.
Always nice to kick back in the broken spear after a long day.
But this game felt professor back to kind of Oblivion, Fallout 3 style, zooming characters who did this little mini game that persuaded him.
Is that really her? Hadrian.
Percival. My God, look at you. You're an old man now.
You're no hassling yourself anymore, Major. Our friend here showed me your sample. Suffice it to say...
Not here. Let's talk somewhere more private. Lou said we could use the back. Lou gave me the abridged version of what went down. Yeah, I can't thank you enough for taking care of all that.
No one paid me.
Makes two of us.
I hope it
Technically, I did.
ultimately didn't end up being too much trouble.
A little more gunfire than I usually like in my delivery jobs, but nothing I couldn't manage.
Well, that's certainly not what I was expecting you'd have to go through. But thank you. I'm just glad you both came through intact. So, were you two able to get that workup together?
Got it right here. That sample? It's an exact match for the ones from Londinian.
Londinian. That's exactly what I was afraid of.
Not thrilled to be the bearer of that kind of news. That's for damn sure. So tell me you've got some kind of plan for that workup.
Well, right now, we've got more questions than answers. So I've been trying to figure out what it's gonna take to access our old Terramorph data.
Good place to start. What'd you find?
It's in the archives.
The Armistice Archives? Doesn't that mean we be dealing with the Cabinet? And the Freestar Collective? And House Varun somehow? Guess we can kiss that approach goodbye.
I didn't think the Cabinet would be willing to hear us out either. But I called in some favors. They've agreed to hear us out on two conditions. One, they want to see this analysis you two have procured. And two, they want to discuss what happened on Tau Ceti. With both of us.
If all you need is someone to charm the higher ups, I am your guy.
Well, that's about the best news I've had all day. But before you commit, I want to make sure you know the whole story. Percival and I, we're not just researchers. We were military scientists, ran a division of the UC together that deployed aliens on the battlefield as weapons.
Place I was hiding out. That was our unit's home base.
After some early fits and starts at other facilities, the place eventually became the heart of UC xeno-warfare. A practice that's been banned ever since the armistice went into effect almost 20 years ago. And the UC military cut us loose for what we'd done.
I actually know who you are, and your past, well, that's none of my concern.
Oh, well, that means a lot. It's not something I'm exactly proud of. But it was during that assignment that the UC asked us to explore deploying Terramorphs on the battlefield. The project never got off the ground, but the data our team gathered is now sitting in the archives, along with all the other information banned after the Colony War. Under the watchful eye of monitors from all the galactic factions still participating in regular politics. But if we can convince the Cabinet to help us access that data, it'll give us the tools we need to decipher what exactly this sample might mean. And hopefully, how to prevent more attacks like the one that spawned it.
Okay, then let's go talk to this cabinet.
All right. I'm gonna go get this work up into the Cabinet's hands. I'll meet you out front of Mast in New Atlantis.
Good luck. You two are gonna need it.
Got something for me?
I've got plenty for you, Sarah. Not yet.
Watch out for the robots. They're surprisingly sneaky.
It seems these notorious bloodthirsty pirates have been exposed.
Shall we be jumping inside? so I want to get the higher level before continuing the Vanguard quest. Also head of a secret
Where are we headed
location.
next?
Zero, we're going to the Neverland. Gravitational jump. I am running out of fuel.
Be advised, you are entering United Colonies space. Please maintain course and prepare to be scanned. And complete. Enjoy your stay in New Atlantis.
Meinen Outpost. I have not done much research, have I? They're just up there. I should check on that 3 dot arriving.
Captain! Over here! The workup's in the cabinet's hands. They said they'll call for us once they've gotten to properly review it. Though I was a bit caught off guard when the commander of the Vanguard asked me how things were going as I was headed up the elevator. Hadn't realized you were UC Navy this whole time.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Hey, your call what you share and what you don't. And I guess in the spirit of full disclosure, there's one more thing you ought to know before we head up there. My relationship with the UC. It's more complicated than it might seem at first glance. The UC's actually the only reason I'm here in the first place. I am a clone of a man named Francois Sanon, one-time fleet admiral of the UC during the Colony War, former head of the UC Navy.
A clone.
They
you
called
say?
him Ve Victus. Woe to the defeated, in Old Earth Latin. A title he earned. The program I was a part of, it was the UC's attempt to create a new generation of military minds from one of their most respected tacticians. Secure the leadership of the UC military for generations to come.
Are there others from your program still out there? Other clones?
I'm the last. A few of my siblings, they passed when we were young. Training accidents and the like. But most of the rest were deployed to the front lines during the Colony War, and they never came back. Not a day goes by where I don't think about what the world would look like with them still in it.
This Vivectus must have been an impressive commander for you say to clone him.
He would have happily told you he was one of the greats. Ultimately, though, it didn't matter. The man I was cloned from, my father, was executed for acts he committed during the war. The man caused a lot of death on both sides. Freestar Collective and UC. Military and civilians. And the things he did, well, they're a part of the reason the UC and Freestar Collective aren't really on great terms to this day. So my involvement, it could be another obstacle they throw at us up there. I just wanted you to be forewarned.
You are not your father. If the cabinet doesn't see that, it's their problem, not yours.
I really appreciate you saying that. I just thought you deserved to know, considering how much you've done already. You know, while we've got a second, was there anything else we needed to discuss? I know you got dropped into the middle of this pretty fast. Or if you've got any last-minute business to attend to, now might be a good time. No telling how long the cabinet's gonna keep us waiting out here.
Actually, I need to take care of a few things.
Come find me when you're done.
What is it?
When you have
There
a
you
moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Yes. Always have a moment for you, Sarah.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
If it's to help you decide, I am here to listen.
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
You must have seen a lot of combat.
Plenty. And that's what's weighing on my mind. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
If this is too difficult for you, we don't have to continue.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
I would have done the same.
I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape.
Nothing you've described sounds like your fault.
Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
You can't blame yourself for what amounts to bad luck.
Bad luck? That sounds familiar. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
Hopefully these options sound good. Don't worry, I'm here for you every step of the way.
After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja.
That's because I'm falling in love with you, Sarah.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Oh, Sarah. Oh, she's actually back. Yeah, Sarah. He was on gas. And time is what I have just run out of. For it has been done for today. I will try and play again.